Jeremy, when you think about Apex's innovative pursuits, what has been the driving force behind the overcoming challenges?
I think it's largely been instinct based on experience. There are several of us that have manufacturing experience before this, so we've been able to overcome some of those challenges just with our instinct.
Thomas Edison believed that innovation begins with a concept that's marketable and makes consumers' lives better. How did your organization go from an idea to a market-ready solution?
We had a big goal for a small team, so we kind of took the approach of eating the elephant one bite at a time. We had several people contributing on different fronts, and we all collaborated from vendors to customers to people within Apeks to get the job done.
And looking back, is there anything you might have done differently?
So I think the biggest thing I can think of that we might have done differently if we could look back and do it all over again would be to make the systems a little bit more energy efficient and require a little bit less maintenance to begin with. We've had some feedback from customers and we've taken action on that. And the stuff that we're building now and shipping out to the customers is much more energy efficient, about half of what it was before, and it requires a lot less maintenance. So I think if we could rewrite history a little bit, I think we would have tried to do that a little sooner.
What is the most important lesson you've learned from pursuing new frontiers, and how do you try to pass that on?
So pursuing new frontiers, I think looking toward rapid growth that we've experienced, it's hard to experience rapid growth and be prepared for it by being too frugal. I think it's important to hire people more talented than what you need today, hire for tomorrow. And I think we've had a lot of success doing that.
What is the vision that you have for the future, and can you share anything that you're working on?
So we want to continue improvements based around our existing extraction technology, the safer, sustainable process that we use. And I think really ultimately what we'd like to get to is to a place where the ROI on the systems justifies using them for a lower volume or a lower profit margin product than the cannabis industry, so we can also branch out into other areas.
Who has inspired you to help build the future, and what have you learned from that person?
Personally, I get a lot of inspiration from the Edison versus Tesla competition they had, where the AC versus DC theory, because I'm an electrical guy. And I really think that we've all benefited from that competition. So I really believe that competition inspires innovation. And I've also seen throughout my life where companies that have been on top and they didn't innovate and they didn't change anything, and those companies are no longer with us. So I think it's important to make sure we stay focused on staying ahead.
And finally, the Edison Awards recognizes the most innovative products, services, and teams from around the world and across all markets. What does winning an Edison Award mean to you and to the company?
We at Apeks Supercritical think it's a huge honor to win the Edison Award. It recognizes innovation, and we pride ourselves on being innovative and leading the industry. And we also think it validates the CO2 method of extraction as a leading technology in that business.